Good afternoon, welcome. It's Anna here. I am here today with a thrift haul. I have been around in my local thrift stores and I have a small haul to show you. Let's start with this. I bought myself a new iron. And this is not to iron my clothes, this is for crafting. I have wanted one for my crafting for quite some time. For instance, if you're going to make your own wax paper and want to iron on the wax, or things that might stain clothes. So happy about that. That was $5. Happy. Let's just get rid of that. So sorry about the sound once again. I will try to speak up and speak clearly. My microphone has stopped working. I will have to contact them and ask them to send me a new one because this one is not just working anymore. I'm trying to charge it and it won't take the charge. So anyway, let's continue. I have bought a few books. I couldn't resist. This is a book. It's tiny. This will never be a journal, I guess. It was $1.50, but this is my hometown where I live now, in old postcards, and I thought that's neat, and I can send along journaling cards, for instance, with things from where I live. So that's cool. Old images of places around the city, the town of Habo. I think that's cool. Quite pleased with that. Lots of nice old images. Yes. Then I found another book that I thought was nice and old. It's green, not blue, not red. You know, I normally buy blue or red books. Lovely marble paper. This was $2. Lovely leather bound. It just says Madrid, and I thought, what is this? I've never heard of this book. Nice book bands. Open it up. Lovely marbled end papers. Still no clue at all. This is thick. Really thick. So I'm starting to flip through it and this seems new, I thought. So I looked, and this is published in 1992. So someone has bought a guidebook of Madrid. Because that is what it is. It's a guidebook of Madrid. And it still actually has lots of images that I can use. But it's brand new. Someone must really love Madrid. Right? So happy about that. This will be turned into a journal quite soon, I guess. So someone had their guidebook bound into a leather bound journal. Then I found this big photo album. $3. It's so big it won't even fit in the screen. And it's empty. Lots of cream colored paper. Nice cardstock. And nice glassine with a pattern on it. I don't know if you can see. And I am going to use every single page of this. This is excellent for making journaling cards. And the glassine is also quite cool. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to cut it up and use it instead of putting our photos in here. Happy. Then I went to another store, and there I found, again, a few books. Not many, but a few. Because in this shop, everything was half off. These are so cute. They're all kind of houses on them. like CDs, and both back and front. They are tiny, and this is children's books. Jules Verne children's books, and this was it's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea or something, 1961. And yeah, I love the covers. These are gonna be some great journals, like architecture style. Really like them, and they were $2 for 2 books. I think that is a good find. Then I found this one. Once again, lovely marble paper, both back and front. The spine doesn't say anything, which sounds strange to me. And I thought maybe this is another one of those that are bound into an old book, bound into leather. And it might be. I don't know. Totally unknown book for me. Published in 1954. I actually do not care about this. This will be good glue pages because they're nice quality. But once again, the cover is absolutely beautiful. Happy about that. That was 50 cents. And here's another 50-cent book. I love this dotted paper. It looks like someone's been splashing with their paint. Leather bound. This is poetry. Nils Ferlin, very famous poet in Sweden. I don't think he's famous outside of Sweden though. And this was published in 1964. So once again, not that old. Lovely paper. Nothing interesting really. 1 or 2 really good poems, I must say. But yeah, this will also be turned into a journal. A bit wear and tear. Lovely gilded pages on the top, not on the side and bottom. But this will be turned into a journal. I love it. I'm into blue books right now. Then I found 2 children's pillowcases. This is one, lovely quality, and this is nice and worn. But once again, you know, I love when people has embroidered on them. So I believe this could be a JD. And I use everything, not just this. I use the entire pillowcase. So that was 50 cents, I believe, yeah. And another one that I bought simply for the lace. Look at those birds. How cool would that be on a pocket? In a bird journal. Wouldn't that be cool? And flowers and things around them. I absolutely love it. I have never seen that kind of lace before. And this is hand crocheted. So this will also be used. 50 cents once again. Then we also bought a duvet for my daughter. You know, one of those that has weights in them, the weighted duvets. Not a weighted blanket, but the one you put inside the sheets. $10 for a 9-pound one. 9 kilos, I mean. That's amazing. Yeah. So I found this. That's a cool box. And it is full of index cards. The whole alphabet there. Love the font on those. These will be really cool journaling card or flips in journals. Also, one more in here. And these are quite old, I think. Another font on those. Still love them. I think I have another one of those, but I don't mind. And also nice big size vintage index cards. That has been nicely yellowed. $2.50. I didn't pay $5, I paid $2.50. I love that. And I was so happy to find it. That was all my finds for today. And let me see, we are at 10 minutes. let me show you a few things that I found earlier this week in online auctions. Give me a second. I'm back. So let's start with the paper things first. This is a small identification card. It is a genuine one from the 30s. And this is for postal workers in Sweden. Identification card number 74. And it's stamped, and you have the photo on the front and everything. I love it. And this I can replicate, I think. Really cool to have a real one. Yeah, and it's actually, I think this has been torn off because there's supposed to be a folded one, but I don't mind. This was so cool. Then I got some, oh, what are they called? I still can't remember. After the World War, things were rationed. You couldn't buy as much bread or fabric or things as you like. Then you had to have, at least in Sweden, those kind of cards. And they were personal. You had to sign them. And it says which where you lived. And it had a number and everything. And then every time you went to the grocer or to the shops, and then you had to bring your cards. Oh, someone has been writing on this. Cool. Yeah, then you had to bring your cards. And then the seller of the item, for instance, this is for textiles. And then you have other ones as well. The person who sells, for instance, a new coat knew that this coat is worth 3 coupons, and then they had to cut off 3 coupons and take them, and your money, of course, but you couldn't buy it. Even if you had the money, you couldn't buy it if you didn't have the coupons. And it has to be stuck on the card, and it has to be the name on them. And then you also had to show them this, that you were the person that you were. I hope I'm making myself clear here. So I found a collector that sold, this is for one person. And this is for called Anna, like me. And they had their cards left. And then there is one called Emil. And he also has his left. This is from another year, I believe, because there are the colors on them. And then we have Anita. And I think those are cool. I am going to use them in my journals as tabs or other things in collages. Really like those. And now I have quite the collection because I have got these in small wallets or envelopes as well. Then I found a person who sold, this is lot 37, and there is all kind of papers in here coming from one family. And here's more of those cards, coupons from another person. This is from 1912, so it's after the First World War. And here is cards for bread, and those are for when you were traveling. And these coupons only were valid where you lived in the same town, but these you could use when traveling. So you could buy 65 grams of a soft bread or 40 grams of dry bread with one of those coupons. So if you want to a hotel to have a meal or have breakfast, you still had to bring your coupons, and they cut them out. Let me know down below. Was this common in other countries as well, or is it a Swedish Nordic country thing? I'm just curious. Then we have an envelope here. No stamp left, but this came from another country because it says Sweden. And yeah, the Swedish Siemens Church in Rotterdam, and that is their wax seal. Isn't that cool? I love it. I'm going to use it in a journal. Then we have some grades. Someone did very good in school in 1903. Whoops. and 1902. So this is quite fragile, but I will use it, I think. Really nice. And we have just a piece of an envelope that was sent from Weimar in Germany. And another envelope from 1943 with some cool logo on it. So these are the kind of things I like to use. And let me show what this is. This is actually quite cool. It's big. And it is a baptism certification. So Esther Sophia Pettersson, born January 3rd, 1889. Parents was the preacher Carl Johan Pettersson and his wife Kristina Sofia Pettersson, born Wigren, that was her maiden name, living in Lönneberga socken, Kalmar län. The age of the father is 29 years and the mother 23 years. They were married in 1887. The child is the first in their marriage. And this was signed by A.P. Westenius, and also who was delivering the baby is also in here. Mrs. Maria Pettersson Hässleby, examined midwife. Not examined, she is certified midwife. So this is nice. I don't know what to do with this, but cool to have. That was all of the paper stuff, I think. I might have more of these somewhere. The cards. Sorry for fiddling a little bit, but I want to get it back in the envelope. Like so. Yes. Then I found this, and I won the auction. This is a Jugendstyle vintage photo album. Once again, I have several of these, and I love them. The back is broken off, but I don't mind. It has a lovely clasp on the side, and you can see by the thickness of this album that this is a cabinet card album. And as you know, I collect the cabinet cards. I have way too many, and I believe there will be a separate haul with just cabinet cards because, yeah, I won a lot of auctions with cabinet cards the past week. But this is the only album. Love this page. Even though there's no photo right here, I believe that this could be used in a journal somehow. Here is some nice photos. This is from 1918. Another blank one. So lots and lots of beautiful images in different periods of time. And love all the clothing and the hair and the things. I almost said makeup. There is no makeup here. It's an officer. Oh, little children. They are so cute. Love the hairdos. These are absolutely beautiful. This is from 1912, I believe. There's another military man. Love the hats. And more children. Oh, they are cute. This is Beata. I love when it says the name of the person in the photo. I love that. This is, I believe, a communion photo. Because it's a young girl and she's wearing white, which is common in the first communion here in Sweden. Yeah, so this is a nice one, I think. I love that I have it. And as I said, I have way too many, and I have decided to share. So I have been picking out a few from my collection, and I have put them together 2 and 2 and put them in a glossine envelope. So each glossine envelope contains 2 images, either of children, or men, or women, or 1 man, 1 woman. There could be some wedding photos, and these will be listed in my shop, in my Etsy store. There are all kind of photos in here. To show you one more, and that's a nice young man and a lovely lady, the cute outfit, and a brooch and a bow in her hair. So these are just some examples, and oh, sorry about that. I am going to put them in my Etsy store, as I said. If you're interested, they will be available probably next week, if not tomorrow. Yeah, that was all for my haul today. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Give me a comment down below. What did you think was the greatest find today? Did you enjoy it? And I asked a question. Yeah, the coupons, are there, this is something that's only Swedish, or did they have this in your country as well after the wars? Yeah, if you haven't subscribed already, I would be very happy if you did. I post this kind of content. I post thrift hauls, craft with me's, flip throughs, at least a couple of times a week, and everything is junk journal related. So that's it for today. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.